Only I score. What is it? What is Bill? Only I make myself bleed. Or what did he say?
Only the Dodgeball,
Yeah. What did he say?
one of the greatest sports movies ever made.
Nobody makes me bleed
Nobody
my own
makes me
blood.
bleed my own blood. Welcome to episode 1 of Around the Corn, presented by the Knights Guild. I'm your host, Faux Hubris, joined as always by the man Vladimir Putin calls the oligarch of NFTs. My co-host, Eddy Z. Eddy, how's it going, man?
Doing well, man. Doing well. Glad to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you back. Glad to be doing this again. Let's see if we can improve on our first episode. It was kind of disappointing. The recording didn't come out the way we wanted, but I think we worked out some of the kinks and we're still working out other kinks, but this will be a better representation. Hopefully you're seeing that I'm running around and it's not as laggy. And we have Eddy's video here he's got a little lag in the video feed, but he's got more detail. So we're trying to find the best way that people will like. I don't think it's a problem the way your video is looking there, Eddy. I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're trying to get that happy medium so that people can kind of get the gist of what this game looks like. As you can tell, your screen definitely cuts out the details of it. While on my screen, I can see the words, but it's a little bit more choppy. So we're trying to get that balance together so that we can showcase this game.
It's kind of a shame that it's like, a crappier computer has got the better for the recording. So, but whatever, we'll figure it out. We'll keep working on it. We'll keep making sure we keep progressing. So we started with episode 0 because it didn't work out the way we wanted. Now we're on to episode 1. We have a great show planned. If you missed our practice episode, let me just tell you what you tuned into. Around the Corn is a podcast about Cornucopias that takes place inside the metaverse. We want to, celebrate what's been created here by the dev team, and we want to really have a place to kind of celebrate the community. So that's what we have going on today. We got we're going to get into more detail about the Knights Guild NFTs and hit on like the big subjects from like Saturday's action-packed Kopi Cafe. But I'm most excited about, I have a surprise for you, Eddy. Coming up later. You have no idea. I've been kind of working on this surprise for like a few days now and pulling some people together to get it going. And it's going to be pretty awesome when I reveal it to you.
Oh man. All right. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. All right. Well, some surprises are better than other, be careful what you wish for. But all right. So I'll give you a hint. All right. Here's your first hint about the surprise. You ready? It's so amazing. You might even phone home about it. Phone home about it. I'll let you marinate over that for a while. So we're starting off the video on the top of the world while Eddy's marinating over the words phone home. And this is like probably the best place to start. I mean, other people come up here and check it out, and it is, I've seen it in a lot of other videos. It is so good to be up here. Look at this. Yeah,
it's so beautiful. You can it's great because you kind of get the grasp of how the vastness of this and the grandness of this area. Yeah. And it's beautiful. I mean, especially with the detail. And I'm looking at certain areas I've never seen before, actually, and it's very interesting.
Yeah, I put you back up on the screen because you got a little bit more better detail when you're looking down there.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, what is that right there?
Yeah, you and I just noticed that. We've been up here a handful of times, and we just discovered this golf course in the middle of Toledo Valley. Is that what we're looking at there?
Yeah, I don't know, but it also has a pool, like a pool back there as well. I don't even know. I'm kind of curious. And look, there is a way I think there's a way to get over there with one of those pod things. I forget. I don't know what they call them, but look, it travels through the air.
The discs that fly through the air.
Yeah.
I don't know. So maybe that's like taste of a different zone. Taste of Esperanza or something.
I haven't gotten all the caches yet, so maybe that's probably where I'm missing some.
In there. Yeah. I had all but one the last time, and I still could never find it. And I'm just kind of mad at it. I don't want to have to go looking for them all again.
Yeah. Yeah, they reset mine.
So did you? I was just watching YouTube today, and I caught some of Kopi Boer's live stream. I don't know if you caught any of it.
No, I have not. Not which one? I mean, because I know he's posted a few now.
Yeah, so he had a live stream on there. I caught about 10-15 minutes of it. Well, he had Jupiter on,
Oh
and
no, I've not seen that one. No, no.
yeah, it was good. And Jupiter was talking about, I guess Jupiter owns quite a few vehicle NFTs, and he's talking about how he wants to, have his dome and do a vehicle rental place there. And I just thought that was really interesting because like I went more like with land,
Mhm.
and want to have. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna do with the land yet. I have to wait to see, but like I just think it's interesting other people are going the route of vehicles. He owns like a ton of bobbleheads, and that's funny too because like none of us know what the bobbleheads are going to be for. It's just something he owns a lot of. So it'd be really interesting to see how the different strategies play out and for different people.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? I mean, because obviously we don't know what's to come, and I mean, I know there's a rental is a thing too, and when it comes down
Yeah.
to potentially have, I was thinking of also myself, like maybe I could just do have like who knows, maybe I can have tryouts for like to have to create a racing team, and they can use my vehicles if they if they can't qualify, if they want to race with a better quality vehicle, or maybe with the T3s, I don't know, or the GTIs. Same thing with the rental of land. I mean, that makes sense as well. Like being able to have people use that and maybe generate some revenue, get some copy, and you get a cut out of that. So I don't know. There's a lot of potential. A lot of things that obviously we don't know yet based on the economics of the game, but something to look forward to.
I was thinking that one of the things that might be really good for like a vehicle rental is kind of transportation, right? Like not just people, but like goods and stuff. Like if you're going to be transferring materials, like because that was I wanted to get more into this later, but the backpacks and the inventory system that they showed off in Kopi Cafe today, but I mean you're not going to be able to carry like I don't know a bunch of logs in your backpack, right? Like if you cut down like 7 trees, like how much of that wood are you going to be able to carry around? You're going to need something, right?
Yeah, I agree.
So,
Um,
hmm.
I was also thinking about like maybe starting my own corn Uber for a business. You never know.
What vehicle would you use for that? I mean, like the T3 is too fast, right? Like, yeah, I mean, that's like too sporty.
Just the bubble jet.
Yeah, the bubble jet. So
Yeah,
it's just Uber, not Uber Elite.
yeah. I don't know. It's just cornucopias. I just figured cornuber. I don't
Man,
know.
I don't know. I think you let me stick with the puns. This elevator, where is it? Let's
I,
write it down.
let's see. It takes a while to get up here. Uh, this thing is pretty impressive. I mean, I love it. I like the view.
Yeah.
I don't come up here too often, but every time I do, it's like wow. It's like awe. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
It just shows you the like just the scope of it, right? Like I mean, I was like a couple of videos ago, a couple of Kopi cafes ago, where I think Rob was talking about like 1,000,000 kilometers of traveling distance. Like you could just fly almost infinitely in one direction. And I was like, that's not real. That can't be real. But it seems like, I mean, I don't think he would say it if it wasn't real. So
Man, I just hope there's like I don't have to deal with traffic.
all right. What was the thing that he said that you could drive that way, but you would run out of gas? So
Oh, really?
what happens if like you just fall asleep at your desk and you're just driving in one direction for like an hour and then you just run out of gas? Like what do you think you plummet to your like death or do you start back at your hammock or do you
That's a
think
good
like
that's a good question. I've never thought about that until you just mentioned it. And I mean, I would hope that I'd be able to call upon one of my Knights Guild friends and just be like, "Hey,
yeah,
man,
right.
can you spot me some gas real quick,
Yeah,
man?" Like,
could you imagine calling like Scott up and being like, "Hey Scott, man, listen, I got a problem.
yeah,
It's gonna cost you about 100 Kopi in gas, but can you come pick me up?"
yeah. Or can I get a tow or something? I don't know. Like,
Oh man,
that's an interesting issue to have. I don't, that's a good question. That's very
yeah.
interesting.
I
Otherwise,
asked.
will there be a bus stop near there that I just would have to just leave my vehicle just stranded on the side? Put a shirt,
As like, that's why you're gonna have to have good friends, right? Like you don't want to be an unliked person in this game because if you fall asleep at the keyboard and all of a sudden you're stranded like 100,000 kilometers away from the nearest dome, you're gonna need to have someone come pick you up.
Yeah, that would be horrible. I hope
Well,
that
and
never
maybe
happens.
that's a towing service. I don't know. Maybe that's going to be some kind of business possibility. I think there is a holocash up here now that they're all reset.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Actually, I think you're right.
I think you got to jump up here to get it. You can't get on this last one, but if you just jump up, yeah, there you go. I
Ah,
got it.
Oh man, I would have never seen this one.
I
Okay.
it's such an obvious place too, and I never thought to look up there. That's
Oh,
what I feel like those holocaches. They're in like kind of obvious places. Once you realize they're there, you're like, oh, of course, there's a holocache there.
yeah, I caught one actually at the beginning of the resort. It's always on the on the railing on the up top. You have to kind of go on the roof.
I'm gonna head up. I want to let's go play. Last time we played Rumble Ball, I think you beat me like 8-0.
Okay. Oh yeah,
And
let's do this.
I would like to try to improve on that, even though I have played Rumble Ball not at all since then.
All right, all right.
But did you catch so you watched Kopi Cafe today, right?
Yeah, part of it. I didn't see
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Did you so one thing that got me kind of amped up was the talk about adding more team members. I think that if you
Yes.
want to know what like a healthy project is, a project adding team members.
Yes, that's actually something that I've been saying, like not in streams or not, maybe in streams, but like I've been telling certain people, I had been concerned with like, man, they really need to, if they want a good launch, they got to get things together, they got to get the bugs out. It's time to start thinking about those bugs. But again, I don't know what they're looking at. I don't know what they're doing with the main game, right? So that there's that too. There's all these things. But in terms of what we're able to play in terms of Kalito Valley, it's like, I mean, I hope they fixed the racing portions with side by side and not being able to see the other drivers sometimes. Yeah, maybe hopefully they can fix, do a little touch ups on Rumble Ball.
Yeah, I would
But
love to have
again,
more control of Rumble Ball.
yeah, they're so focused on the main game, so I appreciate that, and I keep saying that I think that they do need more people to kind of get going to
It's such a monumental
ramp up.
task. Like, of course, they need probably. I mean, they could have 1,000 people, and it would probably still
Yeah,
be like breakneck, like working late nights and trying to fill out the whole project, because it just seems like it's like whatever they're listed. I mean, I have my to do list, like their to do list is probably just massive.
right.
Like
No,
it's like fold the laundry, build an amazing MMORPG for millions of people to play. All right, here we go,
all right,
man.
let's do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose gracefully.
No, you
Oh,
got
it
it. You
started
got
right
this.
up. It came right in.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, let's do this. All right. It gets chaotic when you get like 3 or 4 people in here.
yeah. I do this thing where like I start looking from overhead, and then I'm like I get completely lost.
Oh shoot.
I gotta just keep my eyes straining forward. It's probably not like good video either for me to be like looking over top.
There we go. Yeah, I can't wait till they add more mechanics to this.
Definitely.
It came up on the survey, and I definitely wanted them to touch up. I hope a lot of people did fill out the survey, because I definitely want people to like want to add more to this.
I was a bad tester. I was so busy that week, and I didn't get to those surveys. I feel like I failed.
They might still be active. I think. I mean, I think that any feedback.
Are they? I thought they were only open for a few days, I guess.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I know they pinned them in the chat. Oh shoot! Get out of here. Oh, I just swore to myself.
Yes, I'm beating Eddie Z.
Only I score. What is it? What is Bill? Only I make myself bleed. Or what did he say?
Only the dodgeball.
Yeah,
the greatest, one of the greatest sports movies ever made.
Nobody makes me.
Me bleed my own blood. I just the other.
Hey,
oh my god! I scored it myself. It was like the other day I was walking to my car, and I just randomly was trying to think, what were the 5 Ds of dodgeball again? Like that was just a thought I randomly had.
That's another one I wish that I hope that when they do, where we can go ahead and play dodgeball. That's something I think I've suggested in the suggestions channel in the Discord. Like, they gotta have games like this. Again, I'm gonna keep repeating it until they do it. Add like chess, checkers. Oh, look at that, poker games, card games. I don't care anything.
I was playing Red Dead Redemption the other day, and I was playing they have poker on there.
Yeah, it's just fun, man. Just even if it's you can wager some Kopi. I don't know how that works, but in terms of taxes and all that. But
you were like, I mean, gambling and crypto, there's like a lot of opportunities for that, but I don't think I don't know if you can even get away with that. It'd be kind of cool if you could have
maybe not do, like, I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe not poker, but I guess play something. I don't know. It'd be
you could
nice to
do
be able to
poker in like a really small kind of way where it's like you can only do like 5 copy, right, as a buy-in or something
yeah,
like that, right? You
yeah,
could do something like that.
yeah. Or some maybe you never know. Maybe they could do like an arcade game or something. Like an arcade's like
I
lobby
don't even know
room
where the
where they
ball
can
is
do like
anymore.
like games like Pac-Man and pinball machines. That'd be kind of cool if they actually had something like that in the like the resort.
Yeah, the game within the game within the game.
Yeah,
Like another game within the game, and the game is going to
yeah.
be the guild NFT mint we got coming up. Have you looked into more into the breastplate and stuff?
Oh hell yeah. Well, I know it's coming up to 29th.
Yeah,
So only 58 in mint. It's gonna be funding, obviously it's
the
gonna be
charity.
for the
Yeah, but with
charity.
all the huge prizes and stuff, that's going to be
Yep,
pretty epic.
definitely gotta be there for that, man. Nice hit. Oh no,
Yeah,
did I miss?
no, you missed
Uh,
it.
and then oh shoot, there we go. There's my hit. And then also the fact that it's going to be funding a lot of their like technological things that are going to be happening, because I know that one of the things that they oh wow, it went right through me. One of the things, hey, it's a tie game, man. Look at
Yeah,
this.
I know.
Oh
I can't
look,
believe it.
ball's there.
Wait, oh, I'm sitting there. I'm like reliving my goal while you're scoring on me.
I know that they for a while they wanted to start like a staking program with any of the assets so that people can go ahead and stake their assets with the Knights Guild.
Yeah, we need to find. We need to get someone on here like that knows all those
Yeah,
details.
I agree.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
look at
I'm
that!
winning. I'm winning.
Holy hell!
This is what I got to do. I got to get you to talk about stuff because you're clearly not playing at your best.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but we need to get like Josh on from Late Game Crypto or someone or Scott who knows like all this like the ins and outs of what's coming, because
I agree.
I've got the shields, the swords, the breastplate. I'm gonna soon get the breastplates, the gauntlets, and like I know that there's like all kinds of staking rewards for each one of those NFTs. I didn't really care much what they were. Oh, tie game. There we go. That's real soccer for you folks right there. Tied 4-4. But I knew that like I needed to get those NFTs because I wanted to be. I mean, those pools are going to be there, earning passive income. I wanted that. That seems like a really smart way to go.
Yeah, and it's also about like the pool distribution. So I mean, I feel like in the early stages, especially before we get more members in the Knights Guild, I think we're gonna get rewarded pretty handsomely. I think, especially if you have a decent amount of assets that you stake with them in the future. And dude, I was just looking at like the wallets in the Knights Guild, and dude, my goodness, we have a lot of assets, like 200, and I think I counted like 214. No, it was more than that, right? Wasn't it? It's like 414 land plots. I was like, goodness. And I think like I forget how many domes. It's probably like 10 or 15 domes.
They got a little
impressive.
into the Kopi Cafe about the land grab, and like I didn't even think about this, but like if it's gonna be like a first come first serve and we're all running to pick a land,
Yeah,
the guilds are kind of screwed because they have like 500 land plots that they got to go grab. So like they talked about doing like what's that called, where it's ranked choice voting, where you could like if you could pick like a president,
priority.
and then a second
second
president.
rank. Yeah, I like that. I kind of do. I like that system.
I like that for all voting. Like we should have that not only for our land plots, but in like American politics.
I would even. I mean, not that I don't know what what the Knights Guild is going to be doing in terms of that, because there's 200 and some odd, 400 and some odd land plots that they have to choose in terms of where they're going. But I would be willing to provide services to if they need more hands.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Like we may need to have them all hands on deck to like start like looking at the land and ranking the land and trying to figure out what's what.
I would.
But then it's I was thinking about it for me because I have especially when we get to the rares, because I have like a handful of rare small land plots. Like I'm gonna have to go, because this is what I want to know is if you're gonna pick, if you have 3 pieces of land that you like and you have like, let's say you have 3 rares, and so and you rank them all for your first land plot, do you then take the second land plot and pick 3 different pieces of land do you like, or can you use your second one as your number 1 choice for that one, and like so on and so on, because you
Yeah.
could really get like a kind of get messy.
I mean, and honestly, this is just something I just thought of like just now. Like, if you are part of the Knights Guild or any sort of guild that has a significant amount of land plots, the other one being the Corn Mafia, because they also have a significant amount.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? I think one of the benefits of being in a guild, especially one of these two, is the fact that I think that there should be a program within the Knights Guild that if there's a sought after land plot that they were able to acquire that they have, would it be cool if they could do an equal trade of from land to land? Because maybe somebody wasn't able to get the land plot size or location that they wanted. Maybe because you're a part of the Knights Guild, they'd be willing to trade it.
I mean, I know that they have a lot of NFTs that like, especially like they held on to some Shield NFTs and stuff like that they're using. I mean, there's some Shield NFTs to win in the raffle for the breastplate, right?
Yeah.
So like, I wouldn't be surprised if throughout the history of the Knights Guild, they're giving away, different assets or doing things for guild members.
And
I do have something to distract you on this race, though. You ready?
Oh yeah, what's that?
Okay, Eddie, your second hint for the surprise is that in regards to your surprise, you might say the truth is out there.
Truth is out there.
Yeah.
Home.
Oh my God! You just blew me up. Did you die too?
No, I'm still going.
I'm gonna okay. Do you have any damage?
I'm at 100%.
Okay, that's it. Someone wake up Rob right now. Like, I have the video proof that you just ran into me and destroyed my vehicle, and you've got nothing, no damage.
Yeah, that's definitely a bug that has to fix. It's funny because also we had going back to the Knights, we have the first ever e-racing league through the Knights Guild that we started on Thursday, and even Josh actually made a little short clip of him taking out Racer.
Josh from Late Game Crypto. Josh,
yeah, he participated as well. It was like a good I want to say 7 of us that actually participated this week. It's a 3-week event. We're doing it it was this Thursday and then the following next 2 Wednesdays. But it was a small buy-in. We did just because we know there's a lot of technical issues, but it was like 20 Kopi to buy in, and then whoever the top 3, I think, will get distributed the rewards based on how that current turns out. But basically, we're doing it in the times, like as a times trials, like based on the top best lap times and the best full time. And right now, looking at it, looks like Racer is in first place, which
no one's surprised.
Yeah, I'm in second, and then Roland of Gilead. There we go. Look at you, man. Just putting in those hours. It's definitely paying off.
Does Roland not have the best accent? Have you ever been while he's singing to himself? He's just
yeah. I have been. I wouldn't even be surprised if I caught him singing on my streams. I don't know.
He's not, and it's just, it could be like you just finished the conversation and he just rolls right into the next song.
Yeah, he does. No, but it's definitely a lot of fun, especially when you got a nice group of people. Like, that was a fun event, even though it was competitive. But we were all just having fun. We were shooting the shit and just chilling. It was a lot of, and with even though again it was very even though we were competitive, but it was a blast. It was definitely a lot of fun.
Well, I've heard a rumor that in your youth you were quite the competitor, right? But you've chilled out a little bit.
Yeah, I definitely was a lot. I mean, when it came down to soccer and all that, wasn't 3 different teams all at once, like high school travel team and a select soccer team. It was kind of crazy, but I've mellowed out in terms of my competitiveness. I like to have fun. I definitely was a Call of Duty player, hardcore, but not as much anymore.
I was more of a Battlefield guy, but I like my kill. I was always the one that was like just the sacrificial lamb with the kill death ratio of like 0.33.
Man, they don't make Battlefield like they used to. Battlefield like Bad Company 2.
Yeah.
Oh man, and I mean, I did like Battlefield 1. What is it? Is it called Battlefield 1?
Yeah, it was like Battlefield 1 came out. Oh my god, you already finished.
Yeah.
Battlefield 1 came out was like the third Battlefield, and they called it Battlefield 1 for some reason, right?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
then they really meant, and then they had Battlefield 1942 or something.
Yeah, I remember that one as well. I think I don't know. I hope that we get something that's some of that caliber of game.
Yeah,
For
they're talking about
Cornucopias.
developing like a shooter too in the Kopi Cafe. Bring a team on to develop that.
And I think one of the things about Cornucopias that I feel like there's so much flexibility there. Not even just like making their own, but like, I mean, yeah, they may be talking about just doing 10 or 12 zones, but I think that they have the ability to at some point pivot and just keep going and keep going, especially if the game just picks up, right? Like they could, I don't know, like maybe in 10 years, if the game does have is a success as we hope it to be, you never know. Like, could they be like, no, you know what? We're doing, theme 15, theme 20, theme.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that there's so much out there that could be done. It's
gonna be that movie Ready Player One. Like that's
yes,
right. That
that's
it's
what I
on
want.
Netflix right now, right? We
That's
all
what
want
I
that,
want.
right?
I
Give
do.
us the ability to make characters that are like crazy looking like aliens too at some point, right? Like I want to be able, but maybe that's coming. The sliders that they're talking about, maybe that's coming.
I agree. I mean, I love that movie, and I think it's exactly kind of what I want to see. And and I would also hope that at some point that not just Cornucopias, but other Web3 games, and not just within Cardano. I mean, I am a Cardano person, but I think crypto in general with Web3 it could be linked to all of these games together, where you can take. I would love to be able to take my GTI or my T3 tool into another Web3 game as well. Like if there's a universal way of doing that, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah,
I feel like that's like just the fact that it's like I can roll it to another location, just because they're partnered up, or maybe there's like a Web3 organization that kind of has a standardized version of way of doing things, right? So that'd be great if that were to
I mean,
happen.
it's like we're on the cusp of like crypto being this ubiquitous thing in our everyday lives, but we're also like on the cusp of like these metaverses and these games, like with all the interoperability and all the promise. So, Eddie, I think that's a pretty good spot here for us to think about ending, because you especially you did the dance there. We're going to be doing these weekly, so we're going to be able to keep coming with more information. But before we go, I wanted to talk about this surprise, because part of why I want to do this is here. Let me put my screen on so I'll check you out dancing there. Is that I really want to celebrate like what's going on in the community and what people are doing. And I want to do what I can. If I can make a little podcast, if we can make a little podcast, and we can include as many people as you can in it. That's why we're always talking about these names. My girlfriend said to me when we were listening to the first podcast, she's like, "Well, you name all these people, but like, who are they? Like, I don't know who they are. Like, how is someone new going to know who they are?" And I thought about it. I'm like, well, yeah, but we all know each other. And then when you bring people into the fold, they're going to learn these names and we're going to learn these people, because that's what a community is, right? So without getting too, heavy handed and emotional about it, it's because it's like a fun, exciting thing. I was talking to Kopi Unicorn. You know who Kopi Unicorn is, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I mean, if you don't know who Kopi Unicorn is, like my girlfriend who doesn't know, she knows now because I had to tell her. But Kopi Unicorn is this guy in the community that just, for no reason at all, just because he likes to do it, makes all these amazing memes. And I had to make a meme, and hopefully this becomes a regular segment. Eddie, I have something for you.
Oh,
Eddie Z. Your origin story.
Oh, snap.
Are you human or alien? There it is.
Oh, snap.
The big surprise.
That's so funny, actually, because I do tend to, I love my Ada Invaders, or I guess they rebranded to, well, I guess, I don't know, it's Ada Invaders. That That's one of my favorite NFTs, and it's really mainly just because of the art. I mean, it was kind of more of a slow rug, right? And now it's being run by a community, um, but by a community member actually decided to take over that particular project. But I'm actually more involved in like there's a side portion to that where it's called the Senate, the Galactic Senate, where we have investments made. Um, it's obviously with the market, people have been uh, I don't know, less active, which is understandable. But I love the art that this came out of, and
I
so that's what you'll see this all the time in my comments. Even like any invaders, like you'll see these NFTs come up a lot when I'm commenting on YouTube or in Discord.
mean, I love it so much though. Like when I first saw this, I was cracking up, and it's so great. I mean, first off, I feel like I got to know you really well looking for these screenshots of you from the first video
Yeah.
where you got the thinking man's pose. I mean, and there are a few more pictures, so there may be more to come. But that's been the Kopi Unicorns meme minute, and hopefully we can make it a reoccurring segment. And we kind of have to because I purchased the animation for it. So now that's a sunk cost, and we have to keep doing it forever and ever and ever.
Man, I would love to have like this NFT. I mean, as a skin in Cornucopias. That'd be something. I would love it just to have.
Could you
this
imagine
brain.
if we become like popular YouTubers and people are like now we're minting the Eddy Z Alien NFT, Eddy Z Aliens?
I would love it.
All right,
or like have my own. Yeah, that'd be great.
Thanks for tuning in this week. We're gonna keep working at this. We're gonna keep getting better at it, and hopefully you all enjoyed it. Eddy, do you have anything you want to say to close it off with?
No, just be on the lookout for the Knight's breastplate on the 29th. We got don't forget also to claim your rewards. I think it's on Drip Drops tomorrow, right?
Yeah,
starting Epic Force.
This will be out. This will be out on Tuesday, so it'll already been ready to so yeah, that's a good reminder. Yep. Get those Drip Drops rewards because you lose them if you don't get them in time. So
it's every Epic, so it's every 5 days. So make sure you do that.
So all right, Eddie, I'm going to close this off with one more watch of this, and we're going to call it a pod.